Have you ever paused to wonder what really happens when the house falls silent? Not for a quiet afternoon, but day after day. You wake up to silence. You eat breakfast alone. You move through the hours with no knock on the door, no familiar voice calling your name. And at night, the silence tucks you into bed. It's something most people avoid talking about until it's already their daily reality. But my modern and unstoppable seniors, being alone in your older years doesn't mean you have to feel lonely, forgotten, or emotionally lost. In fact, this next chapter of your life can be one of peace, growth, and even quiet joy if you know what to do. In today's video on wellness, for modern seniors, we're going to walk through 4 powerful things every older adult should do when they find themselves living alone. These aren't just feel-good suggestions. They're practical habits rooted in psychology, longevity research, and the real-life stories of people just like you. If you're living alone now, or believe you may in the future, these 4 steps will guide you toward health, mental strength, emotional balance, and yes, genuine happiness. And stay with us until the very end, because the final tip might just change the way you look at solitude in later life forever. Let's begin, but before we dive into the list, my modern and unstoppable seniors, if this video helps you even a little, please hit the like button. It tells YouTube that this kind of content matters. And if you're new here, welcome to Wellness for Modern Seniors, where we speak the truth about aging, health, and living fully with wisdom. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a video that could protect your health or transform your life. Also, let me know in the comments below. Type 1 if you like this kind of deep and honest advice, or type 0 if you'd prefer something different. I read every comment to keep improving for you. Create a daily rhythm that gives your days purpose. The first thing many people notice when they start living alone isn't the quiet. It's how easily time begins to lose shape. Without a partner, family visits, or frequent appointments, days blend into nights. You might start sleeping odd hours, skipping meals, or forgetting what day it even is. And at first, that might feel like freedom. But over time, it slowly begins to chip away at your mental sharpness, your energy, and even your motivation. To do the basics, that's why a structured daily rhythm becomes your secret weapon. You don't need a military schedule, just a gentle, reliable flow to your day. Something that gives it shape. Here's what that could look like. Wake up at the same time every morning. Open your curtains, let the light in. Wash your face and get dressed, yes, even if you're not going anywhere. Make a proper breakfast. Choose a block of time for movement, reading, gardening, or any small activity. Set an early evening wind-down routine, tea, music, maybe journaling, and go to bed at a steady hour. This routine isn't about being busy, it's about giving your mind and body something to rely on. Human beings are wired for rhythm. It keeps your thoughts clear, your emotions balanced, and your internal body clock running smoothly. Take Nora, age 84, who lives on her own since her daughter moved abroad. At first, she said she would forget whether it was Tuesday or Friday. She stopped making lunch and stayed in her robe all day. But when she began adding structure back, a 9 a.m. breakfast, an 11 a.m. garden walk, a 4 p.m. book break, and a 9 p.m. bedtime, she said her days began to feel rich again. No matter how quiet life gets, your routine can be the heartbeat of your day, one that brings clarity, confidence, and a quiet kind of power. Move gently every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. My modern and unstoppable seniors, let's talk about your body. Because when you live alone, it's easy to stop using it the way you used to. No more trips with grandkids, no errands with friends, no stairs to climb at work. And so, we sit. We shuffle from one room to the next. We let stillness take over. But slowly, the body begins to ache. Balance weakens, joints grow stiff, and the smallest tasks, like getting up from a chair, feel like climbing a mountain. Here's the truth. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy clothes or equipment. What you need is the habit of movement. Simple movement. Gentle movement. Daily movement. Walk to the mailbox. Do 5 laps around your living room. Stretch your arms and legs while your tea is steeping. Stand up and sit down 10 times in a row. No rush, just steady. Movement isn't just good for your body. It's medicine for your mood, memory, and even your immune system. Studies show that light daily activity helps older adults reduce depression, sleep better, and keep their minds sharper. Let me tell you about Henry, a 79-year-old man who lost his wife and fell into a long stretch of sitting, watching TV, and barely moving. Then one day, he decided to water the plants himself. The next day, he took a walk to the end of the street. Within 2 months, he was doing light yoga with a video on YouTube each morning. He said, "I feel like I woke up after years of sleeping. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. What matters is that you do it consistently. Because when you move your body, you remind yourself, I'm still here. I'm still capable. I still matter. So move not for the sake of exercise, but because you deserve to feel strong, steady, and alive. Build tiny social connections that keep you grounded. Let's talk about connection, because when you live alone, the hardest part isn't always the silence. It's the absence of being seen and heard. You might go a whole week without someone saying your name. Even if you love solitude, too much isolation begins to wear you down. But here's the good news. Staying connected doesn't mean surrounding yourself with people all the time. You don't need a dozen close friends. You don't need to join loud events or force conversation if you're naturally quiet. What you do need are tiny, meaningful moments of contact. A friendly wave to a neighbor, a short weekly call to a cousin or an old friend, a warm chat with the pharmacy clerk or grocery cashier, even writing a letter or sending a text message. These little touches of connection are like sunlight on the soul. Research shows that seniors who maintain even light social contact enjoy lower depression rates, better sleep, stronger immune systems, and slower memory loss, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Look at Jean, 82, who lives alone with her cat. She started joining a weekly video book club, just 6 women from around the country. They talk about books, but also share stories. She said, "It's the 1 hour a week I feel most myself. Don't wait for someone to reach out. Be the one who takes that small first step. Leave a note. Send a message. Ask a neighbor if they need help with something small. It's not about being social. It's about staying emotionally connected to the world around you. Because you, my modern and unstoppable seniors, deserve to feel acknowledged, appreciated, and part of something bigger. Embrace solitude as a sacred season of growth, and now we arrive at the final and perhaps most powerful habit. It's the one that can truly shift your perspective. Embrace solitude not as an emptiness, but as a sacred opportunity for personal peace. You see, society tells us that being alone is something to avoid, but many wise elders throughout history have found that solitude, when embraced, becomes a gateway to reflection, creativity, and deeper self-connection. This chapter of life isn't a punishment. It can be a time for rediscovering your voice through journaling, exploring memories through old photos or family recipes, enjoying music, prayer, or quiet spiritual practices, creating something new, art, writing, a small home project, or simply sitting still and letting peace settle in your bones. There is beauty in stillness. There is meaning in your presence. There is dignity in learning to be your own companion. Take Josephine, age 90. She said, for the first time in my life, I'm not taking care of anyone. I get to ask myself what I truly enjoy. It's strange, but also beautiful. Don't fear your solitude. Instead, fill it with peace, purpose, and presence, because this is still your life. and it is worthy of joy. So my modern and unstoppable seniors, whether you're just beginning to live alone or have been for many years, remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. You have power in your routine. You have strength in your movement. You have hope in connection, and you have beauty in your solitude. If this video brought you insight or comfort, please type "Still Thriving" in the comments below. It lets me know you're part of this community and you're still writing your story. Don't forget to subscribe to Wellness for Modern Seniors and tap the notification bell so you never miss a message made just for you. Until next time, stay strong, stay curious, and always remember you are never truly alone.